Hi, so today I'll be talking about 5 diverse books that I read in the classroom. All of these show different cultures from all around the globe. So the first book that I'll be starting with is You Elmo. Now, Omu is the Igbo word for queen or grandmother. So in this book, this grandmother from Nigeria makes the stew that everyone wants to try, and so she shares it with the community. And by the end, she doesn't have any left for herself. So the community bands together and shares their own dishes with her, and together they feast. This book, filled with beautiful illustrations, simple, shows the meaning of family, of community, and sharing with everyone. It's very wholesome and pretty cute, a good read. Now the next book is Anansi and Mr. Drye Bone. This book specifically is about the Jamaican and African culture banded together. This is a folk tale about many men trying to woo Miss Elise, a beautiful woman who has never laughed in her entire life. So each man tries different things, wearing costumes, doing magic tricks, and finally, this one strange man, he's a bit late, and he asks every animal in the jungle that he can think of to borrow something of theirs. And all of that put together creates this most unusual outfit that ultimately does make her laugh. This is a classic folk tale from Africa and Nigeria, and I recommend it to create diversity in the classroom. This next book is Ruler of the Courtyard. The main character is from Pakistan, and she's afraid of chickens and of snakes. So to face her fear, she encounters a snake, or what she thinks is a snake. However, it really isn't, but she doesn't know that. So, unable to call for help and unable to do anything, she has to figure out how to overcome her fear and do it herself. And once she does, she realizes that everything isn't as scary as she once thought, including the chickens. So this is another folk tale from Pakistan that would honestly just create diversity and get a better look into these people's lives. For example, this girl bathes in a banya, which you have in Russia and in Pakistan and most of Asia, but that people in America would have never heard of. Next is the Shanghai Messenger. This book is about otherness. So this girl leaves her American family. She was originally from China, but she doesn't know much about the actual country, aside from what they do at home to celebrate the culture. So she flies to China alone to meet her family, and there she's a stranger. She doesn't know the language. She knows the culture, but still she's different, and she doesn't like it at all. So throughout the book, she battles this otherness and learns things about herself and her family, and understands that maybe this isn't so bad. And by the end, she doesn't want to leave China. And she comes back with these wild stories to tell her family, and her brother, the next in line, cannot wait to go to China. And lastly, we have All the Way to Havana. This book shows how bubbly and just thriving Cuba is. It's the story about a boy who's traveling to Havana, Cuba, and he looks out the window and he just sees all this life, and it describes Cuba in such an interesting way that unless you were a native there, that you wouldn't truly understand. There's so much energy in there, and it's a good inside look into Cuba. Also, the images are quite vivid and beautiful. So all of these books provide the classroom with different cultures that they could later look at and dive deeper into. They're all very easy reads, and I would deeply recommend them. Thank you.